Well, welcome back. Welcome back to another week, actually. I've never known weeks go by so fast in my life. It's absolutely amazing. Of course, we're down here at the Peppermill Lounge in Las Vegas. Oh, yes, good old Las Vegas. You know, Las Vegas is so busy, and of course, we had St. Patrick's Day and all that stuff, so that was absolutely amazing, incredible. I have a fabulous guest with me. He's an illustrator, and his name is Neal. Neal, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm going to start talking in a British accent
I had the greatest compliment. He said to me, how come English people never lose their British accent? And I said, well, my father would love to hear you say that, because he was always, speak this, don't say this, do this. And it was always, my father corrected me on every single syllable that came out of my mouth for 16 years. But anyway, it worked. What can I say? It worked. Neal, you're an illustrator, and you just actually showed me something with Spielberg. Did you do that?
Yeah, as the illustrator for the Review Journal.
Yes, as the Review Journal. Oh, you are the illustrator for the Review Journal, which is the Las Vegas main paper, isn't it?
Correct. Also the largest paper in all of Nevada.
In all of Nevada. Well, that's not, because I think Vegas is the largest in Nevada, isn't it?
Correct.
Reno's second.
Correct.
What's third?
It's the largest daily paper.
What's third? Is there a third place? I don't know.
I don't know. I've only been here 2 years,
I know what the
so I have
third
no
place
idea.
is. The third place would probably be Pahrump.
Pahrump.
Probably. Anyway,
Pahrump.
Now you are an illustrator. You've only lived here 2 years.
2 years now, yeah. 2 years.
How do you like it?
Love it.
What made you come here? I mean, where did you live?
Well,
New York?
Boston.
Oh, Boston.
So, you know,
Boston.
I was a former baseball player, former athlete. And people
famous?
Well, I played minor league baseball. I coached college baseball for 15 years, a pitching instructor. But people said to me, with all the sports you played your whole life, don't you play any winter sports? And I looked at him, I said, you didn't realize I was a biathlete? I shoveled, I snowblowed, I'm done.
That's because he lived in Boston, because that's what you do. Oh, have they had a terrible winter this year?
They're getting another one today.
Another one today?
They're calling it the Four-Easter rather than the Nor'easter.
Yeah,
it's the Four-Easter.
Four-Easter.
Fourth one this month.
Oh, really?
Crazy.
It is. Well, the weather everywhere is crazy, and it's funny. I was talking about it with somebody else this morning, that yesterday was really warm all day. It was really, and then last night was freezing. It was really, really cold, and there's me putting my heat up, and I'm thinking, why are we having this change?
How many years you been here now?
Oh, no, I can't say that. Where, in Vegas? Oh, Vegas I can. Okay, only Vegas. That's okay. That's great. I can say that, actually. I've been here since 2012. So what, 6 years?
Well, because it took me 2 years to be cold.
Oh.
First year I was here during the winter time, I'm still wearing short sleeve shirts, and people like, your blood will thin. It's going to happen.
Well, mine did too, because I'm from England, but I've lived other parts of America, and but my blood has thinned out a lot. But I still can waver. I can still wear these things in the cold, and I still like it. I like that brisk feeling.
I love the weather here.
All right, so we've had enough about the weather.
Okay, weather.
Enough about everything. Let's talk about you. You are an illustrator. You do a weekly for the journal?
Well, I'm full-time with benefits at the Review Journal.
Oh, how lovely.
But I don't work there.
Okay, so you just...
We have a gallery on Oakey and Western, and everything I do is done at the gallery. I get my assignments via email.
Yes.
And do the illustration, and then drive it over to the paper. It gets in the paper, and I'm done.
Now, how did you manage to get that assignment? Did you do it before?
No. I had the opportunity to meet Sheldon Adelson.
Okay.
And I did a portrait illustration.
Of him?
Caricature of him. And he looked at me and said, well, what do you want? And I said, well, I'd like to ask you for $3.2 million, but I know I'm not going to get that. I'd like to work for your newspaper. So he connected me with the publisher.
Yes.
Craig Moon.
It's probably a very high recommendation, too.
Well, he owns the paper, yeah, so it helps.
But he gave the person a high recommendation of who you were.
And the publisher came to the gallery, looked around, and said, yeah, I think we can use you. I've now been at the paper 15 months.
Oh my
And I've been published 134 times in the paper in 15 months.
I couldn't use it. He must be good. I mean, you know, I'm always the innocent party. I don't know anybody. They come on my show, and all of a sudden I find they're famous.
Infamous.
That's infamous. Oh, I like that word. I like that better than famous. I think it's great. But that is amazing. So you're quite an icon, actually, with the journal. So people see a lot of you all the time.
It's funny because back east, I was the guy who, you know, Neal, he's the guy who does the caricatures.
Yes.
So I said, look, we're going to move to Vegas because I'm one of the top sports artists in the country. That's what I specialize in, all sports illustration. So let's move to Vegas. We'll rebrand ourselves. I get the job at the RJ.
And this is with your third wife?
Correct.
Because I've been,
Correct.
you know, I've been finding out. We've got a lovely lady here, and she's absolutely amazing. I was a third wife, actually, to my husband for 29 years, and then he passed away. The third wives, this is to the third wife. No, she's the luckiest, because he's gone through a couple of them. He now knows how to handle these women, and he has to know what to do. All he does is say yes.
I got rid of my 2 Jewish American princesses and found a nice Italian girl from New York.
See, my husband was Italian.
The best.
The best. They are the Italians. Oh, they laugh, they joke, they don't take life too seriously.
Correct.
And I love it.
Correct.
All right, but we keep wavering off what he does, so gets back to what you do. Anyway, so I didn't know you were that famous with the sports, in the sports arena.
So, you know, I move here, and what has the RJ fallen in love with? The caricatures.
Yes.
But the difference in what I do is I don't paint.
It's all done by pen?
All done with magic markers.
Magic? Wow.
You smell those for 10 minutes, you'll be just like me.
Oh, really? Crazy?
They're brutal. They're brutal.
Go crazy.
But it's to look at what I do, and when I tell you it's marker, you're going, you're kidding me.
Well, yeah, that's what I just did.
Because you look
I just saw what you did.
It's very different, very, very different, very unique.
But no, but I happen to like it because that's of this day and age. So in other words, you have moved up the ladder to 2018, and you were doing, or 17 or 16, whatever it was, but you are actually doing what they use today with all the younger generation, because that's what they use.
I want to be a millennial.
Well, you are.
The only way I can get to be a millennial is to
by your art.
Yeah.
By your art.
All the technology today with the millennials, everybody's doing computer graphics, Photoshop, Illustrator, Quark Express.
So what do you do?
I draw.
I'm
old. I'm old
It's
school.
the old-fashioned way, the old school. But I think it's definitely appreciated in the older generation. But I also think the younger generation learn through people like you.
Well, Dorothy and I went over to Las Vegas Academy, which blew me away. There was like 6 acres of buildings, and the best of the best in the entertainment, in music, in the arts, in photography.
Wow.
I'm walking through the corridors, and Dorothy looks at me, she says, "You look nervous." I said, "These kids are good."
Yeah.
And I went and I spoke to their advanced class, because they know the artistic end of it, but they don't know the business end of it. No. I've done this for 45 years.
So, and it's so funny because Vegas is very much like that. Vegas is very much like majority of the people who are, a lot of them, maybe not majority, but a lot of them, they know the artistic side of most anything.
Sure.
But they don't know the business side.
They don't know the business side of it.
So they don't know how to make money, and I'll get money, and then they don't know how to ask for it. And they don't know how to get paid, and then they don't know how to keep it.
There's one thing that we realized when we got here is there is so much talent in this city.
Oh, there's so much talent.
And not just talent, the best talent.
Yes.
No matter what club you go into, no matter who you meet, they're brilliant at their trades.
They're brilliant. So what is your next thing? What do you now what do you vision for yourself as you move forward? You've made a very good name for yourself in Las Vegas. What do you want to achieve now? Syndication. And how are you going to do that?
Well, repetition. I mean, I'm in the paper all the time.
Yes.
You know, other papers hopefully will start, to pick it up. You send, we're marketing and we're networking all the time, because this city is all about networking.
It is. Oh, yeah.
And you know what? You've got all the athletes are here, all the entertainers are here, Hollywood is here, California is here.
Well, Hollywood's starting to come back again.
Because it's a lot less to live out in Vegas.
But they've also got all the scenes here.
Yeah, everything's here.
It's like you have the same thing. If you want a scene, it's out there. Whatever scene you want is there.
Correct. So, I mean, syndication, picked up by a syndicate, and then it's reproduction. You're in a number of papers.
Have you started doing that, and are you sort of evolving yourself in that, or
sure.
Are you employing somebody else to help you do that?
Dorothy does all that.
Dorothy
runs our gallery. She runs the whole thing. I sit and draw. She runs everything. So we're marketing every day. It's a business. Every day.
Well, that's why you're successful.
Every day you got to market.
Do you get a lot of people? How do you advertise your business? How do you put yourself out there? Obviously, the journal helps you a lot, where people want to see what art you have and what you do.
Social media. At Neal Portnoy on Twitter, Neal Portnoy. On Instagram, Neal Portnoy. Portnoy Gallery, Neal Portnoy, idrawpeople.com is the website. I'm out there.
You're out there.
This isn't the first time the pony's been in the race. I've been doing this for years.
And he's going to win the race, believe me. His pony's pretty fast. It's amazing. How can people reach you, and how can they get hold of you so that maybe they want something done?
Sure. It's, like I said, the website's idroppeople.com.
idroppeople.com. Drop D-R-O-P?
W-D-A-R. I draw. I draw people. Right?
I draw people. Sorry.
We also have caricatures.vegas, which is the entertainment part of what I do. Social media are Neal Portnoy. We're located 1537 West Oakey Boulevard.
West Oakey.
Which is across from the gym, which is Little Darlings, because the guys say, honey, I'm going to the gym. Right across from Little Darlings. And you know what? I always tell people, call first to make sure we're there, because we're always out and about networking.
Yes, and traveling and doing all that stuff.
702-685-2929.
I have to say that you have given me a great inspiration on life, because you are so uplifting as of business, as of work, as of what you do. You're enthusiastic, you're out there, you love it.
I love doing what I do.
Do you miss the sports at all?
I'm still involved.
Oh, you're still involved in the sports. That's what keeps you young, see?
I'm friends with a lot of athletes.
Yeah.
I used to coach college baseball. I did it for 15 years. This past Saturday, I went to Henderson because my CPA asked me to help his Little League travel team. So I went down with the little guys, the 9 and 10-year-olds, and had a ball.
Oh, how wonderful.
Brought me right back.
I had one of them on our show at one time. They just won the big league or something against, I think it was against Boston. Not sure. Anyway, when they won and they came on the show, and they had a wonderful time. So don't forget to seek Neal out. He's absolutely amazing, absolutely wonderful. We shall be right back with our next guest. Thank you so much, Neal, for coming on.
Thank you.